What if I told you that from the moment you were born, you entered a system designed not to empower you, but to extract from you? A life that feels like your own, yet every decision, every struggle, every paycheck is part of a bigger game you didn't even know you were playing? You think you're making choices, but in truth, you're being harvested. You were told to work hard, save money, get a degree, climb the ladder, retire at 65. That's the script. But let me ask you something. If that formula really worked, why are so many people stuck in debt, burned out, and barely getting by? This is not a coincidence. This is a design. It's what I call the sheep shearing cycle, a repeating system of control where the masses are kept compliant, productive, and broke, while wealth flows upward like a silent river. Picture this. You're born into a world with rules you didn't agree to. You're assigned a number. You go to school. You're taught obedience, not independence. Memorization, not critical thinking. Nobody teaches you about taxes. Nobody teaches you about credit, interest, inflation, or how money actually works. Instead, they teach you to follow instructions. Sit still. Raise your hand. Wait your turn. By 18, you're offered loans for college. Credit cards appear in your mailbox. You're told, build your credit. It'll help you later. Now you're in debt before you even earn your first real paycheck. You get a job. You feel proud. You're earning money, but you quickly realize most of it is gone before you can even enjoy it. Taxes, rent bills, insurance, student loans, credit card payments. You work harder. You earn more. But the cycle doesn't break. It tightens. Every year you make more money and yet you feel poorer. That's not a personal failure. That's by design. Welcome to the system. Welcome to the trap. You are the sheep, and the shearing has already begun. You believe you're free, that you make your own choices. But freedom without knowledge is just an illusion, and the system is a master of illusions. They give you options but not control. You can choose between brands, between jobs, between political parties. But no matter what you pick, the structure remains. The rules don't change. The game is still rigged. That's not freedom. That's a menu inside a cage. The first lie is told in school. You're taught how to be a good employee, not a free thinker. You're taught compliance, not creativity. Conformity, not confidence. You memorize facts, take tests, follow schedules, but never question the system. You leave school knowing algebra, but not how compound interest works. You can write essays, but can't understand your paycheck. That's not an accident. That's intentional. The more confused you are about money, the easier it is to control you. Then comes the second trap, credit. They hand you debt before you understand money. They sell you dreams of education, lifestyle, freedom funded by future income that may never come. And once you're in debt, you're on the hook. You work not because you want to, but because you have to. Debt turns people into predictable, obedient producers. And that, to the system, is the perfect citizen. You get a job, maybe even a good one, but you're still exchanging your time for money. And that money is taxed, eroded by inflation, consumed by bills. So you work more, you take overtime, you hustle harder. But the harder you run, the faster the treadmill goes. Because the game isn't designed to reward effort. It's designed to reward ownership. And guess who owns the game? Not you. Not yet. You now understand the structure, the trap, the illusion of freedom. But how does the system actually extract from you? There are four primary tools they use. I call them the four scissors. And each one is designed to shear you gently, consistently, and profitably. You work hard. You get paid. But before you even touch your paycheck, a huge slice is already gone. Income tax, Social Security, Medicare, state tax, local tax, and that's just the beginning. Sales tax when you spend, property tax if you own, capital gains tax if you invest. You pay tax when you earn. You pay tax when you spend. You pay tax when you save. You're taxed to death. Meanwhile, the ultra-rich, they don't earn the way you do. They make money from assets, capital gains, dividends, real estate, and those are taxed less. Some don't pay taxes for years. Legally, Because they own the rules. You saved money. Great. But inflation is the silent thief. Every year, the money in your bank account buys less. Groceries cost more. Rent goes up. Gas, insurance, everything rises. Meanwhile, wages stay flat. Central banks print money. More dollars chasing the same goods. Result? Your dollars lose power. Who benefits from inflation? Asset owners. Banks. Governments with debt. Who loses? You. If you're holding cash, you're bleeding value. That's not a bug. That's policy. Debt is marketed as opportunity, but it's really a leash. Student loans, car loans, mortgages, credit cards. They sell you the dream, then hand you a contract. You sign. Now you're theirs. You don't make bold moves when you're in debt. You don't take risks. You don't question your boss. Debt makes you compliant. And for them, that's the perfect worker. You're told to invest, put money into stocks, mutual funds, retirement accounts. And yes, investing is important, but the markets are not a level playing field. You buy at the top, panic at the bottom. You react to headlines. Meanwhile, the elite, they have insider access, speed, control. They profit in bull markets. They profit in bear markets. You're playing checkers. They're playing chess. And when a crash comes, they buy your assets at a discount. You retire late. They get richer. Every few years, the system doesn't just shear you slowly. It shears you fast, brutally, all at once. They call it a crisis, a recession, a correction. I call it the harvest. The moment the system triggers panic, fear, and chaos so the rich can scoop up your assets, your savings, your home, and your hope. Banks gambled, sold toxic assets, inflated a housing bubble. When it popped, who paid? You did. You lost your job. You lost your home. You lost your retirement. Banks got bailed out. CEOs got bonuses. Wall Street got richer. The middle class got decimated. That wasn't a surprise. That was a cycle. A harvest. A global lockdown. Unemployment skyrockets. Small businesses die. And yet billionaires doubled their wealth. Tech giants exploded. The government printed trillions. And where did that money go? Not to you. To the stock market. To the already wealthy. They bought everything on sale. While you stayed home, watched Netflix, and got crumbs. Another harvest. Every boom leads to a bust. Every bust is a transfer. From panic sellers to patient buyers. From those who hustle for dollars to those who hold real assets. And unless you understand the rhythm of the cycle, you'll always be the one being harvested. Because to them, you're not a citizen. You're a resource. And panic is just another season. You've seen the trap. You've seen the tools. You've seen the puppet masters. Now the real question, what can you do? You don't have to be a victim. You can escape the cycle. But it takes awareness, discipline, strategy. Most people live in denial. They think the system is fair. They think hard work is enough. It's not. The first step is seeing the game for what it is. Read books, listen to thinkers, study money, and never stop questioning. Because once your eyes are open, you can't go back. Debt makes you obedient. It limits your freedom. So pay it off. Prioritize. Cut expenses. Live lean. Build a foundation. Because freedom doesn't begin with wealth. It begins with control. Don't rely on one income stream. Don't rely on one job. Learn skills that are in demand: copywriting, sales, coding, digital marketing, investing. Skills give you options. Options give you leverage. Leverage gives you power. Stop trading time for money. Start acquiring things that make money while you sleep. Real estate, digital products, stocks, online businesses, even small investments compound. The goal is ownership, because owners don't get sheared. They shear. Distraction is the enemy of progress. So limit screen time. Turn off notifications. Schedule focus time. Every minute you reclaim is a minute you can use to learn, build, grow. Don't let algorithms own your brain. Own it yourself. Surround yourself with builders, with thinkers, with people who want more. Cut the noise. Find your tribe, because environment shapes destiny, and you were never meant to escape the system alone. You've made it here. You've seen the system for what it is. You've seen how it controls, distracts, extracts, and repeats. Now here's the truth no one wants to admit. You have a choice. Path 1, stay asleep. Keep scrolling. Keep working. Keep waiting. You'll be sheared over and over until there's nothing left. Or Path 2, wake up. Reject the lies. Reclaim your time. Take control of your mind. Build your wealth. Create your freedom. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Because once you choose awareness, you step into power. You were never meant to be just a cog, just a consumer, just another number. You were born to lead, to build, to shape your world. And now you know the truth. The elite aren't smarter. They're not better. They're just earlier. And now you're early too. Early to awareness. Early to action. Early to transformation. Your mission isn't just to escape. It's to help others see the truth. To build a tribe of free minds. To shift the culture from dependence to ownership. Because this isn't about one person breaking out. It's about millions rising up. It's about ending the cycle. For good. So now it's up to you. Will you live life as a sheep? Obedient, productive, silent, or will you rise and become the shepherd? The one who builds, the one who owns, the one who leads, the one who breaks the cycle for themselves and for others. Because the final truth is this: they can only shear you if you stay asleep. But once you wake up, you're free.